Are you looking for ways to make millions of coins in Madden 21 Ultimate Team without spending a lot of money? Tired of facing teams in Weekend League with a God Squad and you can't afford certain cards? Become a YouTube member today and get instant access to my #1 coin making method ebook, which is available to all Stranger Gang Plus members and higher. The link to become a YouTube member can be found in the description of every single video of mine, and as soon as you join, just check the community section to find all the videos, which are updated weekly. This is a method that's not dependent on any promo. It works all year round and is the #1 coin making method and has made me millions of coins in MUT throughout the years. Yo! What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. The Blitz promo has come to an end, and I think this could have been possibly the best promo of the year from a market standpoint. And I know what you're thinking. As soon as you hear me say that, you're saying, Pop, but this is a promo. It's only good for people who spend money. And I absolutely have to disagree there. I'm going to talk about some of the ways that I've made coins, some of the ways you can continue to make coins because of this promo, and I also want to show you a pretty big squad update for my no money spent team. We're not even going to show you the main squad because that team is super OP and none of that even matters. I know you're probably thinking, Pop, you said you made a ton of coins. Why do you have 26K? That's because we went upgrade crazy, and I think my no money spent team is really solid up until this point, or up to this point, and we're only going to get better. We're only going to make more coins. Now, #1, with the Blitz promo, it definitely caters towards people who spend money. That's, you can't deny that, right? But people who don't spend money or didn't spend money in this promo, in this team is proof of it, right? Could have absolutely benefit from it, because while everybody's out there spending money, that means a overflow of cards on the market, and with that overflow, it drove down the prices, it made training cheaper. There were just so many really good cards out there that were just unbelievably cheap. I was kind of surprised to see how low training got, how cheap some of these cards got. But #1, now they're gone, so I can't show you, but we got to talk about all of the Blitz bolts that EA gave us a chance to get for free. Blitz bolts, the main currency of the Blitz promo. You got a lot of them if you spent money, but I wrote down a bunch of numbers here, and again, because the content's gone, I can't really show you, but the Turkey Day solos, or Turkey solos, Turkey Trotter, whatever the heck they were called, they were solos that came out before the Blitz promo. If you played all of those, 820 Blitz bolts. House rules, if you got up to 40 wins, and I know that was a lot, those game modes were really short though. It was certainly possible to be done. 2,650 bolts. The regular Blitz solos that came out, 750 bolts, and then the limited Blitz solos that reset every 12 hours. If you played all of those, 6,300 bolts. You add all that up together right there, free, just for playing house rules and solos, that's 10,520 bolts. Then every 8 hours, we had a pack that cost 50 coins for 100 bolts. That was another 13,000 bolts that you could earn, right? No, 1,300 bolts that you could earn for 650 coins. So basically between solos, house rules, and buying that pack that cost 50 coins each time, 11,820 bolts for a grand total of, you heard me correctly here, 650 coins. You could have done so many things with those. I put out videos every single day telling you what the best offers were, what to spend your bolts on, what not to spend your bolts on. And if you were paying attention to any of those videos, or just, you know, in general paying attention to the offers, there were so many cards you could have bought, hung on to, sold later, bought, upgraded your team. There were packs that you could buy. Of course, those required a little more luck to have, a profit out of them. But, I mean, my guy Roboto, I haven't got a chance to watch his video yet. He did all of that, plus a little more, and he got Tyreek Hill on his no money spent squad without, I don't even think, having to spend a ton of coin either. So again, to say that this promo was only for money spenders is kind of ignorant and lazy, because there were just a ton of different things that you could do. So that's just from a bolt standpoint, buying those different offers. Obviously, you couldn't buy the bundles that cost money, but there was a lot of things you could buy with bolts. I wrote down a bunch of other things that really just kind of happened. Training points got as low as 8 to 9 coins per training point. So what could you do with that? I keep telling you guys, when training gets low, Upgrade those physical chems. You're going to see it on my team in a moment. I'm hiding them for a reason. You'll see them in a moment. But you could upgrade your physical chems. Upgrade your scheme chems. Get those chems to 50 of 50. Those boosts in overall, or those boosts to the stats help in overall in +1, +2 sometimes some of your players, especially lockdown. As far as prices went, legends. Oh my god, there were so many good legends over the weekend that were under 100k or right at 100k. I got a Mean Joe Green for like 48,000 coins. Ricky Jackson, which I think is still one of the best pass rushers in the game, was like right around 100k. Vic is super cheap. So many really, really good legends. Offensive lineman legends you can make upgrades on. All super cheap. Harvest, right? Harvest promo was kind of but there was a point where 92 overall Harvest cards like Fletcher Cox, like Von Miller, Patrick Peterson were around 100k. You know what else that means? You can do the Night Train lane set, stupid cheap. You get one of the best corners in the game for really, really cheap. And this is all without spending money. This is because other people were spending money, driving prices down, making things way more affordable than they were ever. Most Feared, there was an offer for Most Feared that came out. It made all of the Most Feared 90s really cheap. You know what you could have did with those? Buy them, do the Scary Terry set, could have done the Derek Thomas set. There were a couple other Most Feared cards. You could have used those 90s. Jair Alexander, Raheem Mostert, still some of the really undervalued cards in the game, right? Especially for no money spent players. The 50. So many cheap 50 cards. Some of these guys are like gone, but to me, not forgotten when it comes to no money spent squad. There were, like Tyrone Calico. I think, he's a little outdated, but he's still a pretty good card. It was like 60k. Nnamdi Asomugha was really cheap. Brian Dawkins. Pretty much all the 50s, even the new ones, like even Kelvin Johnson dropped in price because there were so many random 50 offers, whether they were through bundles, guaranteed 91 plus 50 players. Those were really, really low throughout the entire promo, and it was just pretty awesome. And then back to talking about bolts. Throughout all of these Blitz offers, we had guys like Dante Jackson, Budda Baker, Jadeveon Clowney. Their cards came with Blitz offers, and because everybody was really trying to get them for Blitz tokens, when you bought them, people were dumping them for stupid cheap. You could snipe away, go crazy, like Jadeveon was in the 70k range at one point. He's still really not that expensive, but you could have took advantage and bought those cards. Pretty solid ones out there. Dante Jackson, super fast. Budda Baker, very, very balanced. Clowney, you already know. So it just made everything extremely cheap. And I just want to show you my team now. I mean, this is what we did because of the Blitz promo. We've hit a 92 overall. I would say 93.5 to be honest, because if you look, my offense is a 93 overall. Defense is a little behind. And I told you guys in the last No Money Spent video, the main goal here is I want to be -1, at least -1 overall than I am compared to my main squad. And one other thing I forgot as I look at my team, there was a night where the Series Redux cards were super cheap. Darren Waller was down to 170k, one of the best tight ends in the game, I think right behind Chris Cooley. But here's my offense. I like my offense a ton, right? So we got, you see this one over here, right? We got Tyreek Hill on the No Money Spent account. Now, I'll be honest, I had to pay a lot of coins for it. I paid about 700k, but I made so many coins during this promo that I was actually able to afford it. Now, do I recommend buying that card on a No Money Spent account? I'm going to say probably not. You should probably allocate those coins towards multiple positions, but I'm so confident in my ability to make coins not only from this promo, but, I put out the advertisement. You probably saw it in the beginning of this video. The method that I use year-round, I'm just so confident in it. I don't care that I have 26k. By the time the weekend comes, I'll be back over a couple 100,000 and ready to make more upgrades. That method that works all year round was literally printing coins out during this promo, because when the auction house is active, that method is so good, and it was just overwhelming how many coins were able to be made pretty much every day, and it's still working right now, to be honest. But here's our offense, right? We got McNair, Hot Route Master on him, saves me a ton of ability points on everybody else. We got Scary Terry. I don't know if he's going to be on the team for a long time, so I, didn't power him up. And I told you guys with my No Money Spent squad, I'm a little reluctant on powering guys up because training can be such a coin dump, but now the training is really cheap. I'm a little more loose with it, right? So maybe we power up this card eventually, maybe not. But we got Saquon Barkley. We hit level 70 with the Harvest promo. I would call it a glitch, which is gone now. Hopefully you guys paid attention when I told you about leveling up and getting to 70. We got Chad Ochocinco, one of the best wide receivers in the game. Legend card, just recently came out. All because the Blitz promo made this card incredibly cheap. Tyreek Hill because we made a ton of coins. Walter Jones was cheap because of all the 50 offers. We made a ton of coins, we bought him. John Hanna, because of all the cheap legends, we were able to get him. Ryan Ramczyk, got him really cheap because, you guessed it, Redux cards got cheap one night. So we basically made these appropriate purchases based on the way the market was going, based on all of these Blitz offers, without needing to spend any money. Darren Waller, same thing with the Redux. We move over to the defense. We got ourselves a 91-92 power-up pass as one of those Blitz offers. And where did I get the Blitz bolts? From playing solos for free. We got Devin McCourty on the team. We picked up Derek Thomas because his card was really, really cheap. Jamal Adams, we were able to... No, we didn't do anything with him. Never mind that. Who else did we get? Denzel Ward, another power-up pass. We're able to use that on him. And I think that we haven't really spent a ton on the defense, but I still think the defense is good. I know some people look at my defense and say the defensive line is really weak, and I agree, but that's because these guys don't see the field. But I picked up that Mean Joe Green to kind of boost up our overall for like $50K. I thought that was a great deal for a 92 overall defensive tackle. With my defense, if you've seen me play on Twitch and whatnot, for the most part, I have one defensive tackle on the field, and then my outside rushers, or my outside linebackers, Cameron Jordan, Brian Burns, really don't see the field. So other than that, if you just ignore the defensive line, which only one of those four guys really plays, I think my defense is really, really solid, and we were just able to make so many upgrades from this promo. Now, the other thing that I've talked about earlier, but haven't mentioned on the lineup screen, is also with training being so cheap, we hit 51 of 50 go deep, 51 of 50 lockdown, Shaker 25 of 40. Why is that important? Because guess what? Now a bunch of players on our team have +1 speed, which is going to make them a lot better. So we utilize the cheap training in the market right now to boost our team there. One other thing I want to go over before this video ends is the legends, right? I tell you guys this every Saturday, and the smart ones pay attention. The ones that are probably struggling to make coins don't. I'm going to say it again. With all of those legends being super cheap, and they still relatively are, power-ups for these legends are in high demand. And for whatever reason, people are lazy. They don't want to play these solos, maybe because they're full games. But if you just play chew clock, all you have to do is win the game. You can play it on 1 star if you really want to. You can get these power-ups for these legends for extremely cheap. And they've gone up in price now on some of them because their legend card is super cheap and they want to power them up. They don't want to take 5 minutes to play a solo. I wrote down some of the values. These are from Mutthead. They can change a little bit. Kevin Mawai, 35K. Deion Sanders, 34K. Morton Anderson, 31K. I actually had to play that Morton Anderson solo, or I played it a long time ago, sold that card. I actually had to buy it because Morton's on our team now. He's our kicker. And I actually had to pay like 20-something K for it. John Randall, 21K. John Hanna, 20K. LT, 18K. Deacon Jones, 17K. Edrin James, 16K. Ricky Jackson, 16K. Go through these solos. Check out some of these guys that I just mentioned. Play their solos. Sell those power-ups if you don't need them. So many more coins to be made that way, guys. Blitz promo to me was a big thumbs up for my main team, and definitely the no money spent squad. I'm going to get this team to a 93. My plan is before Weekend League. We're going to work on the defense the rest of this week, and I think before Weekend League, or at least during Weekend League, we'll be a 93 overall. And on a no money spent squad, I think that's really, really good considering my main team is a 94. I hope you guys were able to profit off of the Blitz promo, make some really nice upgrades. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.